welcome back to my channel. I'm All Things Patty, and if you're new here and you're not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my future updates. Hit the bell notification so you can keep up to date when I post a video. So let me introduce myself, because I feel like I have to introduce myself every time. For my new subscribers, I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for all of my subscribers. I didn't think I was gonna come this far on vlogging my journey or in this YouTube thing, because it's really not as easy as it seems. Like, you have to be very consistent. It's tough, whatever. But I am so happy for you guys. I'm very grateful for you guys. 1,001 of you guys are interested in what I have to say. Like, that makes me really happy, and that makes me want to be more consistent, and it encourages me to keep going. Like, I'm like, oh, 1,000 subscribers, like, that's... Anyways, so in this video, I get a lot of questions still about, like, how was my recovery after surgery? How long was I in the hospital? So I thought that the best way to answer that question is to react to my first video after surgery. So I recorded myself 6 days coming out of surgery, and that video is very raw, and I kept it. I just wanted it to be as natural as possible, because yeah, I wanted to share exactly what I was feeling, what I was going through, how many days I was home, how was the recovery process. And honestly, when you guys ask me, because I still get questions like on DM, Instagram, like, how was the recovery process? Honestly, I don't remember as much, because it's already been 11 months. I'm gonna be 1 year on February 3rd. I got my VSG surgery on February 3rd, and yeah, that's so crazy. I'm already gonna be 1 year out. I have lost a total, I'll share with you at the end of the video how much weight I have lost. So my starting weight was 240. I was 240. Then I went down to 230 for my surgery, and now I am... You have to watch to the end of the video so you can know how much weight I've lost. I really didn't expect that video to do so well. So I was looking crazy. Like, I had on my boyfriend's t-shirt on. All right, so let me start this video. So this video is called VSG Journey 6 Days Post Surgery. I'm watching it on my boyfriend's phone. And I filmed this 11 months ago. Oh, I posted it February 10th, but I actually filmed it February 9th or 7th, I don't know. This was 6 days after surgery.
Oh, I've been thinking about food literally all day since I've gotten back from surgery. Like, I've been on YouTube watching mukbangs.
Oh God, that intro. So embarrassing.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I am 26 years.
It's so crazy because I could instantly see the difference from my very first video, how I looked, and in this video, like, I could see my face slimming down a bit, and it was only 6 days after surgery.
And I am vlogging my VSG journey. Yeah, so let's start off with
What's up with that background? Like, what was wrong with it? I was such a lost girl. Like, I was just so confused.
Sleeve, which was on February 3rd. It was actually scheduled for February 2nd, but it was pushed back.
I look so young. Like, oh my God, I was 26 or I'm 27.
And when they pushed it back, I was just so disappointed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know when it's going to be, because my hospital was open.
So yeah, I was so excited. My surgery was actually scheduled for February 2nd, and I was so bummed when
site for patients with COVID. So that was also like, when am I gonna get the surgery?
They canceled my surgery, and I was like so bummed out. Like, oh my God, like, now when am I gonna get this done? Like, they probably won't even call me for another 2 weeks or so, because they're so busy because of COVID, this and the third. But no, they ended up calling me the same day and told me to come in the next day.
I was just so desperately waiting, and this whole time I've been really urgent, trying to get the surgery, trying to get it over with. And they called me that same day, and they told me that they could do the surgery on Wednesday the 3rd. So obviously I was really excited, And I had to get to the hospital at 6 in the morning, and my surgery didn't start till like 11. And everything was like a blur. Like, I can't even remember, to be honest. Like, my surgery started like at 11:49.
How did I remember the exact time?
When they put me into like the surgery room, I became so nervous
It
because you
was.
automatically like see like all these.
It was like, I've never had surgery before. Like, it's my first time ever getting surgery, and then it's like, you know something, I felt safe. I felt I had I had so much faith that everything was gonna go well, because, you know, we in the United States. Like, it's not like if I'm getting lipo somewhere, like, you know, things like that. You usually hear scary stories about. But I felt like I was in good hands. I was in a very big hospital, but I was just so nervous. Like, thinking about, I was nervous.
And you see like this table where they tell you to lay in. And I remember the anesthesiologist asking me a question. He said, lay on your butt. And I don't remember what he asked me, but I didn't even finish answering the question because he put the oxygen
right away, and I was just knocked out.
My face, and I fell asleep before I was able to remember. So I woke up like 2 hours later. I woke up and they was like, "Oh, Miss, wake up! Your surgery is finished." So when I woke up, I was so out of it, and I was just like, were there any complications? Like, I couldn't believe I was asking that. Like, when I remember, I asked that. And I don't remember what they said. And then I remember asking it again because I don't remember. Like, I was not there. Like, I was up, but I wasn't there. So I asked again, like, were there any complications? And I don't remember what they said. And I was like, how long was the surgery? I remember him saying 2.5 hours. And I remember at one point I was just like hugging one of the doctors. It's so embarrassing now that I think about it.
That was extreme. What the fuck?
I was doing that.
That was embarrassing.
So basically, when they put you to sleep, they put a respirator inside of you, like, you know, like the COVID patients. And obviously you don't feel anything because you're fully asleep. But I was really nervous about that because I'm like, damn, they're going to do all of that. Like, they're going to put a whole tube in my... Like, I never had that, like, going on. So I was just like, oh. But again, like, I woke up and everything was fine. And then, like, I remember feeling that, like, this, like, excruciating pain in my abdominal area. And I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I hit, like,
it hit me, like, when I started to feel the pain. Because when you get out of surgery, you don't feel pain right away. But I remember I was sleeping a lot. Like, I was sleeping a lot. And then at one point I woke up. And my stomach, my abdominal area felt so tight. I felt like I couldn't even take a deep breath. Like, it just felt like tightened. Like, you know when you have like a tight rubber band around your head or something? Like, it just felt like tight. And it used to hurt when I used to take a deep breath. And it was just a very uncomfortable feeling.
And it was very painful. Like, I was asking for pain medication.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I asked for pain medication as soon as I don't like feeling pain. So I asked for pain medication as soon as I was able. So I'm like, yeah, I need pain meds. And they gave me Oxy, liquid Oxy, and you know,
that shit had me on a whole nother level. I was like, I'm not taking this when I get home.
When they gave me the pain meds, like, I didn't feel anything. Like, I
felt like I was floating. Literally, like, I really felt like I was floating. But when I tell you that took away the pain, I'm like, this is why that took away the pain. Like, it literally felt like I was, like, when I used to get up, it felt like I was gliding. Like, and that, I'm like, I'm not, this shit is scary shit. It's some heavy.
After you get surgery,
heavy
after 6
shit.
hours, they have you walk around. I remember when they asked me, like, I told them I had to pee. And the first time I told them I had to pee, like, they brought the little,
that was so uncomfortable.
The pee thing that they put on the bed, whatever, and they help you up on it, and you pee there. But then the second time I had to pee, I was like, oh, I have to pee. They was like, oh, no, you gotta get up. And I was like, what? Like, they was like, yeah, you gotta walk. It's been over 6 hours. And I was like, I didn't think I was able to.
I feel like the nurses had a bit of an attitude. I'm not gonna lie.
I just had surgery. They was like, yeah, you gotta walk. And I'm like, all right. So I get up and everything. Like, when I walked, it was hard to breathe at the same time. And, yeah, it was really hard to breathe, and you could feel that pain. I feel that pain right now. Like, it comes and goes. Like, it's definitely not the way it was in the first day. So today is day 6 of my surgery, after post-op surgery. Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow will be one.
The way I looked here, I'm not so shocked at how big I looked, because I look like this all the time. Like, my hair was always pushed back. But for some reason, in that first video, I didn't feel like myself. But the way I looked here, I'm used to this look, because my hair is always pushed back. This is how I am. Like, this is how I look on a regular, like.
Week.
And probably because I already lost a few pounds.
What else? So I remember them just telling me to, like, drink water, and I was scared. I was like, but, you know, they told me that I couldn't overdo it. Like, I used to watch a lot of people say, like, you can't overdo it, but they were like, no, water is fine. Like, water will go straight through you, and, you know, and then they got me, like, chicken broth, and I couldn't,
That was nasty.
That made me so nauseous. Also, when they used to
tasted
say,
it. It tasted like and it wasn't even, like, hot, and it was just, like, warm. And I'm like, ew, why would you bring me a warm soup? It has to be hot.
You get up and you start walking around, it's good for, like, your gas, because the pain, the majority of the time when you're feeling that pain in the abdominal area is gas.
If you ask me today how was the pain, I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember.
And obviously, like, your incisions and stuff like that. So I have 6 incisions, and, like, they were all, like, different. They were, like, dented in different places. Like, the incisions, like,
it looks brutal. It looked brutal. That I remember. It looked like I had, like, it looked like they was going in like this on me. Like, if I was getting lipo. And they going like this. I'm like, because I had dents in my stomach. Like.
So, that same day, I remember just sleeping a lot. Like, I
have to make sure my phone
make myself as comfortable as possible. And I was just trying to sleep. Like, I was just trying to sleep. I remember, because sleeping used to, you know, take away from the pain, and, you know, I used to just sleep. So the next day, during that time, I was in the recovery room. It's like an ICU. The next day, they take me upstairs to admit me at, like, the upper level of.
So I was only in the ICU for one day, like one night, the day of surgery. So the next day, they brought me upstairs and they were telling me that they wanted to discharge me. And I'm like, I only been here. I just had surgery yesterday. What you mean you want to discharge me? Like,
hospital. And the nurse is like, yeah, you're getting discharged today. And I'm like, I don't even feel good. Like, what do you mean I'm getting discharged? Like, she's like, yeah, you're fine. Like, you're walking. And I'm like, but I don't feel good. Like,
I was just mostly scared.
So then they left me another night. So then I was already, like, on Friday, I was discharged. And I remember that first day that I was here, I still didn't even feel well enough to, like, walk a lot, and even, like, from the car to my house.
There was a lot of snow outside
with all the snow,
the day that I was discharged. So the bumps on the road,
yeah, so that happened.
It used to be so painful. I remember that detail, but I don't remember how the pain was. But I remember that I used to tell my boyfriend, yo, can you slow down like that? Those bumps are killing me. Like, every time there will be a bump, it used to hurt me. There was a lot of snow outside.
I remember the first time I had to take a poop. Oh my goodness, I almost cried. It was such an uncomfortable feeling. Like, it just felt so painful. Like, you go through constipation after you get off surgery.
It was the worst.
I didn't know that. Like, I would have taken, like, laxatives the second I got home. But I didn't know that. And it's like you're pushing, and then your stomach is going through all these things, and you feel like you're straining. Yeah, that's what the pain feels like all the time. Like, every little thing that you do, you feel like you're straining your wounds. Like, even the hiccup was very painful. When you sneeze, it's painful. they advise you, like, if you have to cough, to like hold a pillow against like your abdominal area, so you won't have to that was a gas, so you won't feel all the
What is
pain.
wrong with me?
So yeah, so today is Tuesday, day 6. I went in weighing 230 pounds. So I was able to lose 5 pounds from my initial appointment, because when I initially went in, I was 235. They told me I had to lose weight. I actually gained weight because it was during the holidays and stuff like that. So I went up to 240. And then for my surgery, I was able to lose 10 pounds. So I went down to 230, and that's how much I weighed the day of my surgery. Today, 6 days later, I am 220 pounds. So I lost another 10 pounds. So that is, that's like a total of 15.
I lost
like a total
10
of 15 pounds from my
pounds.
initial appointment weight, because I want to count it from there, because I feel like I should have not gained that weight from begin with. So I'm going to count it from the 235 that I was when I first went into my appointment.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, the doctor,
I lost
when
10
he saw me, he was
pounds.
like, oh, you lost weight, good for you. And I'm like, yeah, I gained the weight, but it doesn't seem like I lost a lot of weight, but I actually lost 10 pounds, because I actually gained 5 pounds, and now I lost 10 pounds. So yeah, that's good, whatever.
Ew.
So, okay, so what's going on now? How I'm feeling, like, mentally and physically. I am exhausted. Like, I feel tired all the time.
Yeah, I remember
like,
that.
I can't even do, like, I do a little housework. Like, I make breakfast or something, not for me, but for, like, my husband or whatever. Like, I'll make breakfast and I just have to come back down and lay down. I don't remember to take my water. Like, I can't.
It just feels weird. It just feels weird. Like, sometimes when I'm talking to other people, like, I'm like, should I say my boyfriend or should I say my husband? Like, technically we're not married, but like, we've been together for so long. Like, we basically are. Like, we live together. We have a kid. But you know what? He don't deserve that title just yet. Like,
I mean, it gives me so. I've been hungry. Like, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be hungry.
that was the
I thought that I was
worst.
gonna
I'm hungry right
feel
now,
full all
actually.
the time, and I wasn't gonna be thinking.
But it's
about
like
food.
11 o'clock.
No, I've been thinking about food literally all day since I've gotten back from
Literally.
surgery. Like, I've been on YouTube watching mukbangs.
I've
been on YouTube watching, like, cooking channel all day. Like, just watching food.
Why was I doing that to myself? I guess it was like, it's kind of, I don't know why. Like, I was literally watching mukbangs. Like, why did I think that was okay? And I didn't have anything else to do. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about food. I really couldn't, because I was just hungry. So I'm like, why not watch it on? But I feel like watching it made me even more hungry. But, you know, I contained myself. I didn't break my diet. I maintained in my liquid diet. Your stomach is still healing. Your stomach is stitched up. So breaking your diet can be very dangerous, because I've seen stories of people who's had to go back into surgery because their stomach opened up again and they bled excessively and they had to be rushed to the hospital and go back into surgery. I've seen stories like that. So if you're gonna get the VSG surgery, you have to make sure that you do follow the restrictions after surgery, because it is very dangerous. And you know, that's why they prepare you for this surgery mentally. I personally, I wasn't prepared because I have Medicaid, so they, you know, they just want to take your money. So my process took only like 3 months. I went in for my initial appointment in November, and then my surgery was in February. So they just want so I wasn't, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, during this time I was really having a hard time. Although I was dieting before my surgery started, but mentally I was still having, like, I felt like maybe I didn't do the right decision. Like, I'm gonna talk about it in the video, but I felt very sad and very like, and you know something, I know a girl who got the surgery recently. I know 2 people who got the surgery recently, and they also felt the same way. And somebody else in the comments said to me that she feels like she regrets it. And then 2 girls, one of them got their surgery in October, and one of them got their surgery like a couple of weeks ago. And they both said the same thing as well. Like, they were feeling like maybe they made the wrong decision, or why are they feeling like this? Like, they're not happy. I'm like, trust me, when you start losing the weight, you're going to be happy with it. You're going to be happy with the decision you made. Because for some reason, I don't understand why people feel like that after surgery. Like, they feel like maybe they made a mistake because you're still thinking about food and you can't have it. So it's all in your head. The hunger. It's all head hunger.
And I've just been craving everything. Like, and then, like, with all of this going on, like, with me being so hungry all the time, and it makes me wonder, like, was this even a good idea?
Because
like,
I thought that I'd made a bad decision because I thought maybe I'm always going to be this hungry. Maybe I'm not going to have any self-control. Maybe I'm not. But you know something? It gets better with time. You learn to discipline yourself more. And after a few weeks, I didn't even think about food anymore. Like, I didn't even crave anything. Like, I was just happy with what I was eating. I was satisfied. You just have to give yourself some time. That's what it is.
26 years old, and I just got on, like, with me being so hungry all the time, and it makes me wonder, like, is that I could be able to enjoy a meal. And I love to eat. I'm from a city where it's known for a lot of restaurants. Like, I love to go out to restaurants. Food.
I have a whole list on my notes of a whole bunch of restaurants that I wanted to visit because I worked at a nutritional office, and one of the nutritionists there were actually a chef, and she always recommended like all these fancy restaurants, and I'm like, I never been to fancy restaurants. Like, I always go to like places that are very commercialized, like Applebee's or like Chili's and stuff like that. So I wrote down all these different fancy restaurants that, you know, they don't need TV commercials, or like, it's not like burgers and stuff like that. Like, I wanted to try out different steakhouses. So before I got my surgery, I was going to all these different steakhouses thinking I was cute, not knowing how much the portions were actually served to you. And I used to eat everything on the plate. I was going to all these restaurants, eating these big pieces of steak with the loaded mash, with the side of broccoli, with the margarita, with the sugary beverages, with a soda. Like, I was just all over the place. Like, I was a lost girl. But yeah, I was worried about the wrong things. Like, how am I gonna go to these restaurants?
It's everywhere. Like, it's a part
true.
of everything. Like celebrations, birthdays, the holidays. Like that's torture. So then, I do have some regrets when I think of it like that. Like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry all the time. I'm not lying. I'm hungry all the time. And I've watched a lot of videos when people are like, oh, I don't even get hungry. Or, no. You have to be really strong before waking up in the middle of the night and trying to make a meal. Like, there's times that I forget that I have the surgery, and I wake up like, oh, I gotta make something to eat. Like, I haven't eaten all day. And then I snap back into reality. Like, yeah, you can't eat for 2 weeks. You got gastric sleeve surgery. You are on a liquid diet. So,
and you know how hard it was too when I used to feed my son, and I wanted to, like, I always taste things when I give it to him. It was very hard having to feed a 1-year-old without being able to taste it, to make sure that it's not too hot or to see if it's good. Also, when you have this surgery, you can't lift for up to 6 weeks. So I am very grateful that I had my boyfriend with me and my grandma. We all lived in the same household before I moved to my very first apartment, which is here. My son wasn't walking at the time that I got the surgery. So I wanted to do the surgery a long time before that, but I kept thinking about that. My son didn't walk until he was like nearly 2. So I wanted to get the surgery way before, like, I got it. Like, let's say before February. I wanted to get it maybe that same year, 2019. No, I got it February 2021. I wanted to get it that same 2020. God, keep on forgetting we're in 2022. But I kept thinking about my son. I'm like, but then how am I going to do the things that I have to do? How I'm going to take care of him if I can't lift over, I think it was like over 30 pounds, and my son was like 30 pounds. No, you can't lift over 20 pounds. I don't remember, but you can't lift. I hope this shit is still recording. right, so let's get back to the video.
It's hard. Like, I've been craving all the things that I love to eat. I've been craving pizza. I've been craving burgers. I've been craving Dominican food, Mexican food. I thought that when I got this surgery, I wasn't going to be hungry anymore. That I was going to take a couple of sips of water and I was going to be full. No, you take a couple of sips of water and you're uncomfortable. Like, you have like this comfort of feeling full, and it's like, was it really worth it? Like, was I able? And then I sit down and think to myself,
I thought that I was gonna feel like that all the time, because I used to get full off the water. I didn't measure. Like, I used to count my sips of water, and even if I took an extra sip, I felt like my insides were going to explode. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is this always going to be like that? Like, it was like that at first.
To do it on my own. Like, I just lost 10 pounds in 6 days. Was like, if it wasn't for the surgery, would I have been able to follow a diet?
Because you wouldn't have gotten to the level that you are.
All this control of what I eat, and no. And that's what brings me back to the reality. I'm like, you know what? The surgery was the best thing for me, because that was my problem. I didn't know how to say no to food. I would give into my cravings. Like, I would be on a diet and I would give up, because I would just give in. Like, so with the surgery, you know, like, you're in a serious situation. If you break your liquid diet, like, that's gonna cause serious issues. So it's like, you know, I just been feeling so tired. Like, I don't know how to get comfortable on the bed. I don't take any pain medication, because it's not unbearable pain, and I know that, you know,
I'm scared of pain medications,
because it has been getting better with time. But I know that with the pain medication, I'm gonna want to keep taking it, because I want to, like, I don't like feeling pain. But I'm not gonna do that, because when I was in the hospital, like, and they was giving me that narcotic, I was lit. So I wasn't gonna do that. So yeah, just physically, I get tired when I'm bathing. I get tired with doing everything. Like, mentally, I am having a lot of regrets, but then there's a lot of pros and cons to the surgery. Like, there's a lot of good things that comes with it, but then there's also a lot of negative things that come with it.
Why didn't wear any makeup?
You're always hungry.
Oh, that was tired.
When am I gonna get used to this? When, like,
You got used to it. It was tough, but
it's crazy, because I was so excited, like, for the day to come for me to get surgery. Like, I was so excited.
And then
the day finally came. I'm out of surgery. I'm good. Thank God. Like, everything would happen smoothly. But now I just feel like it's torture. You know, we just gotta give it a little time and see how everything will turn out.
Why am I doing that? What is wrong with...
Yeah, so basically, I'm hungry all the time. I have to try to take in 6 to 8 cups of water.
How is that
going to be possible? I don't even remember half the time to drink my water. But I put a timer on my phone for every 15 minutes to take sips of water, trying to down a bottle. But then it gets like...
I was not doing that afterwards. I did it a few times. Afterwards, I gave up doing that.
Then I take my Premier. I drink Snapple.
I hated the Premier protein shakes. Like, I was so sick of it. Like, ugh. They're good though. They're good. But I was just so sick of the Premier protein shakes.
Chicken broth. And yeah, so that's all.
I don't drink them anymore. I don't know if I'm still supposed to be drinking protein shakes.
I wanted to give you guys a follow up in what's going on with me. I appreciate all of my new subscribers. And if you'd like to keep on following me through this journey, just make sure, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. I'm going to, later on show pictures of before and after when I go through like a dramatic, probably like next month when I'll go through like a
I was too
change.
self-conscious to show. I'm
going to continue to update you guys.
I'm a little self-conscious when it comes to showing my abdominal area.
For my next video, and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Oh wow, then I look crazy. How? If I would have known that video was gonna get so many views, trust me, I would have taken the time to do my makeup and to wear something else. Like, what is wrong with me? Goodness. So yeah, guys, that was my my first time filming after surgery. I felt like that could answer a lot of your guys' questions on how I felt after surgery. So the recovery stage went by really fast. Like, I was already back to work on the 8th day. I was being driven to work, but after a couple of days, I was already going up and down the stairs of the subway. It was so uncomfortable though. Like, I used to feel like I couldn't, I used to run, I used to have to catch my breath after a few steps. Like, I used to feel like I was running out of breath all the time that I was walking. If I was walking too fast, I had to slow down because I used to feel like I couldn't breathe. And with time, it gets better. After a while, I wasn't thinking about food anymore. Like, I wasn't having all those cravings. I just got used to it. So yeah, I hope that answered a lot of your guys' questions on how was the recovery process from VSG surgery. It's not an unbearable pain. It's just a little uncomfortable because you're not used to it. The biggest incision that I had, I don't know if it was where they removed the stomach, but that was the most painful incision, and that was the one that took the most to heal. And after a while, that was the only area I used to feel pain. Like, when I was back at work, I wasn't feeling uncomfortable as much, you know, other than I used to feel out of breath and this, that, and there. But I used to work at an office sitting down. So yeah, that was the recovery process. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Oh, so my starting weight was 240 post VSG. My starting weight was 240, and today I weigh 150 pounds. So I've lost 2 pounds since the last time we spoke. So it's only bringing me closer to my goal. So now I'm down a total of, how much I weigh? 150. I'm so stupid. 90 pounds, duh. So now I can say I've lost a total of 90 pounds because of my VSG surgery. I was done February 3rd, 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure that you hit the like button, leave a nice comment. And if you leave a rude one, you can leave a rude one if you want to, but just know I read all my comments. Let me stop. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure that you hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you watched to the very end, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for all of my new subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my future updates. If you're not following me on Instagram or you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is @_Margaret15 because Margaret is my name, Patty is my middle name. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.